another Star Wars fan theory that's kind of obscure is that there is air in space. Like, not, you can't just flat out breathe in space, but there are pockets of air, or maybe just more air and oxygen in space. And I kind of like that theory because then it does add to some of the space, or like the effects, or the physics of Star Wars, of why there's all this like kind of crazy space travel and stuff. And in The Last Jedi, we get that really weird scene. It's like a whole up. Wait a minute! I saw it in theaters and was like, oh. And it was when Princess Leia, she gets blown. Her ship gets blown to smithereens. It's a really weird, really crazy moment with Kylo Ren consciously deciding if he's going to blow up his fucking mother, and someone else does it for him. Leia is floating through space. She just opens her eyes and takes this breath and like comes back to use the Force to like get back into the ship. And I thought it was like very strange. So what do you think about that? Is there air in space in Star Wars?
Preemptive statement, preliminary statement.
You hate The Last Jedi.
That entire scene was bullshit, but I won't go into that at the moment. My question is if there's pockets of air in space, which there isn't.
Every word of what you just said was wrong.
I don't think so. Nothing in Star Wars has indicated that. What purpose does that
From what
serve?
we've watched.
From what we've watched, it's just that one. Like, what other things in the Star Wars universe are affecting this fan theory? I don't see any way that would even apply. Like, I could see maybe you could explain it if the Force, because the Force is everywhere. Maybe the Force ebbs and flows, and there's pockets of it that are stronger. So maybe the Force, I don't know, pulls parts of an atmosphere out into space, so they're kind of floating around like invisible bubbles. But nothing's ever discussed about that. That's never brought up in Star Wars.
I like the theory just because that would change the physics of the Star Wars universe if there was, they figured out a way to travel massive swaths of space by using the physics.
Here's the thing about that. If that is the case, and somehow Jedi are able to sense those bubbles and pull those and affect those bubbles,
if that is the case,
Jedi would know how to do that. The Jedi Order has been around for eons, for millennia. The Jedi Order is ancient. They have developed so many secret techniques and so many, like this massive lexicon of knowledge and abilities. So if that is something they can do, it would be discussed. There would be some use for it, some purpose for it. That whole scene with Leia it made no sense. It was all for just dramatic effect, but everybody saw it and looked at it and just in bewilderment. Like, why?
And I think that also adds to the weirdness, because at this point when The Last Jedi was released, we knew like Carrie Fisher had passed away. So to put that in where she like would have died in any other type of continuity and then bring her back, it's just like, whoa, that was fucking weird.